Men are often haunted by things that happen to them in life. Their lives seem to be normal, but they are not. Everything down there seemed to be so alien and so abstract, transformed into a dreamscape of the surreal. It all looked strange, like a distant, barbaric dream. There were pressing problems. One was the budget. This was a small, rather shabby boarding house without furniture, just bare beams. The owner of the boarding house had a soft spot for starving artists. You have to imagine that in a radius of about 100 miles, no possibility of finding shelter existed.
I heard South by Southwest went amazing. There's something different about Will's, though. I can't really put my finger on it.
He had wholly identified with this role and continued to live on in it. Quite often, it was very difficult to talk to him because he answered back like Jesus. He could actually break wine glasses with his voice. He was foaming at the mouth and he moved like this, but it was really incredible. I had a very profound feeling, as if I were witnessing something extraordinary, which I would never see again. There was a big problem with indescribable chaos.
Since South by Southwest, Brian's been really quiet. He's been bullied.
They would hang him upside down and put an ant nest over his face until he lost consciousness. But he was worth more to them alive. He was their prized possession.
He hasn't communicated with anybody.
In his diaries, he speaks often of the human world as something foreign. He made a clear distinction between the animals and the people's world, which moved further and further into the distance. What drove him into the wild?
Do you know who I am?
From the very first moment, he terrorized everyone here. He always pretended to be a genius who had fallen straight from heaven. I tried to get across to him that he wasn't yet signed.
Good. Couldn't have hoped for better shows. Everything went really, really well. Hello. Another one.
You must never listen to this.
I know. I should get this fucking thing disconnected.
You should destroy it. I think that's what you should do. Back home, to reassemble themselves again as a broken coffee cup in a film played backwards, puts itself together and leaps back up on a table. It's a great metaphor. Metaphor for what? I don't really know to this day, but I know it's a great metaphor.